Bruchim Habaim B'Shem Adonai. May those who enter be blessed in the name of Adonai. Go ahead and step in underneath the chuppah. Mi Adir al Hakol, Mi Baruch al Hakol, Mi Gadol al Hakol, Hu Yivarech Hechatan V'Hakala. May the one who is supreme in power, blessing and glory, bless this Chetan, Joshua Guzman, and this Kala, Hana Rudolph. You all may be seated. So welcome to all of you. It says in Shir HaShirim, in the Song of Songs in Scripture, Ani ledodi v'dodi li, I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. A Jewish wedding is a joyous occasion, rich with meaning and tradition, and elements within the ceremony date back thousands of years, and the themes of commitment, love, and joy punctuate the entire ceremony. There are two parts to a Jewish wedding, the Kiddushin, also known as Erusin, and the Nisuin. In ancient times, these were two separate ceremonies that would take place up to a year apart. Today they are performed together. The Kiddushin begins with greetings, blessings over the first cup of wine, and a sip taken by the bride and groom. Your booklet, to save time in the cold, has plenty of other information about the ceremony if you want to look that up. So with that, let's begin the first part of the service. Rabbono Shel Olam, source of holiness. Help us to see the sacred dimension of all life. Guide Joshua and Hana to the realization of sanctity and devotion every day as today. Help them to renew their love continually as you renew creation. May their concern for each other reflect your concern for all people. May their loving faithfulness reflect your love. Throughout the years, may they hallow their life together, that the home they establish become a blessing to all of Israel. And may your light and the light of Mashiach illumine their lives. And let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. The first cup. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafim. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu ha'arayot v'yaseh lanu et ha'arusot v'tehir lanu et ha'nisuot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, whose mitzvot add holiness to our lives, and whose will guides us even in the most intimate of our relationships. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who sanctifies the people of Israel with chuppah, the wedding canopy, and with kiddushin, the sacred wedding traditions. So Josh and Hana, as you share this wine, so may you share all things from this day on with love and understanding. May life's joys be heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and each of its moments made holy. You may take a sip from the first cup. So the exchange of rings now takes place. The ring's wholeness symbolizes the beautiful way the bride and groom complement each other. At the moment the rings are presented, a special formula is recited, witnessed, and the bride and the groom thus become legally bound to each other. So Josh, if you will take Hana's ring and place it on her finger, and then recite after me. Hare at Mekudeshet li, B'taba'at zo, Kedat Moshe Yisrael. By this ring, you are consecrated to me as my wife, in accordance with the laws of Moses and the people of Israel. name.
Amen.
And now, Josh, if you will read the ketubah, which is your obligations in this relationship.
On the first day of the week of the 28th day of the month of Adar, in the year 5777, corresponding to the 26th day of March in the year 2017, here in Front Royal, Virginia, the bride, Hana, daughter of David and Harumi Rudolph, and the groom, Joshua, son of Fernando Guzman and Donna Bro Gray, entered into the holy covenant of marriage. Here, in the presence of our family and friends, we make a vow to honor and cherish one another for all of our days. Joyfully we shall journey through life, always remembering this moment and this promise of love and of commitment. Today we venture forth, knowing that our union strengthens and elevates us, and we will be more compassionate and better people for it. Together we will build a Jewish home based on our faith and in the laws of the Torah and its wondrous traditions. May our home be filled with blessing, generosity, laughter, and song. May we be forever faithful to this covenant. All this is valid and binding.
Amen.
All right. So now, Hana, it's your turn to now give a ring to Joshua. And she has chosen to accompany this with a passage from the prophet Hosea. Virastichli leolam, virastichli b'tzedek uv'mishpat, virastichli b'tzedek uv'mishpat, uv'chesed uv'rachamim, virastichli be'emunah, v'yada'at et Adonai. I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you to me with righteousness, with justice, with love, and with compassion. I will betroth you to me with faithfulness, and you shall love Adonai. All right, so you slide the ring onto your ring finger. All right, so if you'll just take a step apart for a second so I can talk to you and everybody else can kind of listen in here for a second. Joshua and Hana, it is such an honor to celebrate the Simcha with you today. It's hard to believe this day has finally arrived. I remember when you first started dating. However, Josh, you headed to Israel for a year of study abroad, and Hana, you were entrenched in your studies at Johns Hopkins, impressive internships, and traveling back and forth to Japan. And there was that question of whether or not this could work. I know that was a difficult season for your relationship, but you both learned so much about yourselves, your identities, and about each other. And ultimately, as with all things that are meant to be together, you eventually found your way back to each other, almost like two ends of a magnet. I hope I can hold it together. The Baal Shem Tov taught, from every human being there arises a light that reaches straight to heaven. And when two souls destined to be together find each other, the streams of light flow together into single brighter light goes forth from their united being. Josh and Hana, you are two souls meant to be together. There is so much that unites you. Both of you possess multi-hyphenated identities. You both have lived all over the United States and all over the world, and you're both deeply committed to the Jewish community and to following our Messiah, Yeshua. You share a commitment to hospitality, learning, and Jewish engagement. With the boundaries of our spiritual community, you have both demonstrated a total willingness to serve wherever is needed. I've always been impressed by both of you as individuals, but it has been a special honor to watch you this weekend as a couple, to observe how comfortable you are in each other's presence, and see how you are mutually supportive of each other's goals and dreams. It's a real machaya to watch this important day unfold, and I've been surprised at just how calm you guys at least have seemed over the course of this weekend. Today, Josh, you join me in the ranks of Jewish men who hit a home run and landed themselves a true Eshet Chayil, a woman of valor.
Amen.
Hana is known for her intelligence, intentionality, and impressive achievements. And she picked you, which is a very It's okay, we're in the same boat. May there never be a day when you take this for granted. Scripture commands that the husband of an Eshet Chayil should arise and praise her word with the words of Proverbs 31. Many daughters have surpassed them, many daughters have excelled, but you surpassed them all. Here is my challenge to you. Don't just do this on Shabbat. Do it every day, even when she is mad at you. Say these words when her career takes an unexpected twist, or she is doubting her own significance. Remind her every day of her value, and it will make your days go well together. And Hana, you don't escape this quite so easily. You too landed yourself someone very special and a real mensch. Josh is a lifelong learner. He is trustworthy, teachable, and is led by a very strong internal moral compass. He can be relied upon to follow through. In the future, when you're unsure about the direction your lives should take together, where you should live, what you should do, or how you'll pay the bills, remember to trust that Josh is committed to you. And with the help of Hashem, you'll make it through it. In the Torah recently, we have been recounting the drama of building the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And in the midst of these instructions, there is a very famous verse. V'asu li mikdash, v'shochanti b'tocham. Build for me a sanctuary so that I may dwell among them. It's interesting that it doesn't say, build for me a sanctuary so I can live in it. It says, build for me a sanctuary so that I can live in them, in the people. The whole idea is that God intended for intimate relationship, to dwell in and among us, and as we see this ultimately brought together in the incarnation of Yeshua, our Messiah. Today we are all witnesses to the two of you building a sanctuary for Hashem together. And why? So that God may dwell in your midst, in you, in your new home, in your new family, and in your new life together. Today as you stand together under this chuppah, in the cold, with the wind, surrounded by your closest friends and family, something truly holy is happening. You're building a place for God's presence to dwell. Marriage is not easy, but it can be worth it. What it took to build the tabernacle is exactly what you will need to make your marriage work. So I want to bless you, Joshua and Hana, that you should learn to always be flexible with one another, and that you should always remain attuned to each other's innermost needs, desires, and fears, so that when the storms of life come, and they certainly will, that you will always be able to weather them together. Kol sason v'kol simcha. May there always be heard in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem voices of joy and gladness, of happiness, voices of bride and groom, the jubilant voices of those joined in marriage under the chuppah, the voices of young people feasting and singing. Praised are you, Adonai, who causes the groom and the bride to rejoice together. And let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. All right. And you guys had some words that you wanted to say to one another?